Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Coming up on 18 Eyewitness News, students return to Mineral Area College's renovated Fredericktown Outreach Center. Also, the 21st annual Arcadia Valley Lions Club Rodeo was a great success this past weekend, and Dr. Sunil Chan joined us on Ask the Expert. All these stories and how long will these cooler temperatures stay with us?
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
And here's our top story. Monday was the first day of Mineral Area College's fall semester. For students attending the Fredericktown Outreach Center, this was the first time they've had classes now that the renovations have been completed. During last week's ribbon cutting, MAC President Dr. Stephen Kurtz told 18 Eyewitness News one of the most important additions was a science lab.
The prior classroom where we had biology, it was just a makeshift classroom. We had tables with glass on it, then had to carry in water, and we had to dispose of the waste. And now we have a state-of-the-art facility where we can offer both biology and chemistry, so the residents of the area can take the classes they need in order to at least apply for the nursing program.
Dr. Kurtz says when the Outreach Center was built in 2004, they were immediately at capacity for night classes. Now they have additional classrooms.
We're just very excited. We have 2 additional classrooms, plus there's additional space for our students to congregate. That need came as a result of a visit from our accrediting agency about 2 years ago, which cited the need for some space for students to at least be able to sit down and relax, be able to study between classes.
The cost of the renovations to the Outreach Center are covered by the no-tax bond issue voters approved last April. Now Dustin Kopp's here with a look at our first forecast. Dustin?
Not a bad day here in southeast Missouri area, and not a bad day for the next several days as well. We're going to see the warmer temperatures moving in, but not much in the way of hotter temperatures than what we've seen. Right now here in southeast Missouri, it's 79 in Festus, 78 in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown 79, a little bit warmer in Piedmont and Poplar Bluff at 80, and Van Buren right now at 80 degrees as well. Partly sunny at 7 p.m., 78 degrees, 70 by 9 p.m., partly cloudy rather, and then by midnight we'll see a temperature around 64 and clear skies. I'll give you more details on the forecast. That includes, like I said, a warm-up on the way, but some thunderstorms on the way as well. All those details coming up later in weather.
With Farmington students returning to the classroom this week, School Resource Officer Sergeant Samuel Weekly is asking motorists to keep an eye out for pedestrians and kids getting in and out of cars and buses.
Kids that walk to school, a lot of people on crosswalks, a lot of vehicle traffic, parents picking up school-age children. So we just have a lot more people out there, and we definitely want people to be aware of that and be mindful when they see a school bus and the lights are flashing to start slowing down, be prepared to stop so that we can keep these kids safe.
Sergeant Weekly says every year there are drivers who ignore the stop arm on a bus.
We've been lucky that we haven't had anybody hurt, but these kids are crossing at that time, and the bus driver feels it's safe for them to do so when they put that arm out, and so they're anticipating those motorists are paying attention and stopping according to what they're supposed to do by law.
Sergeant Weekly says some 3,000 students will be heading back to schools in Farmington on Thursday. The investigation continues into a Saturday morning shooting in Piedmont. Police Chief Richard Sanders says 2 men were involved in an altercation which ended with one man shooting the other man in the leg. The victim was taken to a Cape Girardeau hospital for surgery. Sanders says he has identified a person of interest with possible charges to come. 8th District U.S. Congresswoman Joanne Emerson calls the presumptive Republican vice president candidate a good friend. Representative Paul Ryan of Wisconsin was selected by Mitt Romney as his running mate a week ago. Emerson says she's concerned how Ryan is being portrayed by the national news media.
And I think that the national news media has been trying very hard to make him a villain and to make him be a bad guy. And I would like to say that, for example, they aren't talking, when they talk about the fact that under Congressman Ryan, Medicare would go away, that's just a lie. It is a pure, unadulterated lie.
Emerson points out Ryan's Medicare plan was developed with Democrat Senator Ron Wyden of Oregon.
Their plan provides a choice. You can continue in the current Medicare system, or you can choose a private option for which you would be reimbursed a certain amount. And their plan actually saves Medicare, because the Medicare trustees have told us that in 2024 the system's going to go broke.
Emerson adds, under the Ryan Winden plan, if you are over 55, your Medicare coverage remains the same and is not affected. And when we come back, folks are still talking about this past weekend's Arcadia Valley Lions Club Rodeo. That story's coming up only right here on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're looking for quality home furnishings, appliances, and more, look no further than Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Heartland Furniture and Appliance offers great low prices every day and 6 months same as cash financing. No hassle leasing and great customer service. With 3 locations to better serve you, the customer. In Donovan, Dexter, and Piedmont on both sides of Main Street. Heartland Furniture and Appliance.
Sing a song about the Heartland. Sing a song about my life.
Oh, the blood of Jesus washes. Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
Take control of your future by enrolling at the Unitech Career Center. Discover a new career with Unitech's nursing programs, or the opportunities with Unitech's sheet metal fabricating program, or turn your hobby into a career with Unitech's power sports equipment program. From electrical trades to automotive technology programs, the first step to a well-paying future starts at the Unitech Career Center, Raider Road in Bonne Terre. For adult information, call 358-3011. For high school information, call 358-2271.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins, Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp, and Jeremy Martin with sports. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Well, folks are still talking about the fun and excitement of this past weekend's Arcadia Valley Lions Club Rodeo. The 21st annual event brought in cowboys from around the world, including a 5-time world champion bareback bronc rider, Luis Moreira of Brazil.
I ride for bareback for 15 years. I lived here in America 2000 until 2005. I made the IFR in 2005 too. And I rode in Canada, Africa, Mexico. Everywhere I have a good road, I go.
Since 2008, the Arcadia Valley Rodeo's announcer has been Trey Windhorst, who started as a bull rider but found working the microphone a little bit easier. Windhorst says the people behind the rodeo make it a special event.
I'll be honest, the first year I got here, I was a little intimidated by Ken Wooten. But once we got to know each other, I got to know him a little better. We've really built a relationship, and the entire Lions Club, you know, they're all great people, and that's what makes me enjoy coming back year after year, because they just make you feel like one of them.
The Arcadia Valley Lions Club Rodeo is held the 3rd weekend in August each year. The Carter County Sheriff's Department is looking into an attempted abduction this past Thursday. Authorities say a woman was jogging along a rural area in Van Buren when a white commercial van with 3 men inside pulled up behind her. The one man opened the back door and told her to get inside. She ran into the woods and hid from the trio. They got out and looked for her but quickly left. The 3 white men are described as very thin with short brown hair. The jogger also noted the white van had white or gray painted rear windows and no license plate. If anyone with information who sees a similar van should call the Carter County Sheriff's Office or local authorities immediately. With food pantries in St. Francis County serving more people than ever, the Helping Hands Group wants your help in building a wall of 120,000 food items. When Lori Luttrell, who's coordinating the effort, visited our 18 Eyewitness News studios, she told us there was a very special reason for selecting 120,000.
Basically, we were trying to calculate how much food would it take to connect the northern and southern ends of the county. And, you know, taking into account entrance and exits and things like that, we came up with roughly 120,000 food items. Now, granted, it's a rough estimate, but that's what we're going to shoot for.
While MoDOT wouldn't allow the group to put out the food items on the side of the highway, Sam Sism Ford offered their lot to be used to build a wall of the food items. The wall building is set for September 8th, and food items can be dropped off at the dealership that morning from 9 to 10. All donated items will all be distributed to the 3 food pantries in the county: St. Vincent de Paul, the Ministerial Alliance, and the Elvins Food Pantry. For more information, you can call Lori at 631-7675. And when we come back, Dr. Sunil Chan will be joining us on Ask the Expert.
Some warmer weather is on the way from southeast Missouri. I have all the details coming up next in weather.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Not a bad day at all today. We're going to be a little bit warmer tomorrow. Looking at weather headlines for southeast Missouri, we're going to start seeing those temperatures warm up just a little bit with a lot of sunshine as well. And it looks like some showers and thunderstorms will be here likely for the latter half of the weekend. Here in southeast Missouri, temperatures aren't bad out there at all. 79 right now in Festus, 78 in Piedmont, or excuse me, in Potosi rather. Piedmont right now at 80 and 80 degrees in Poplar Bluff. Right now here at the studio, we have a current temperature of 77 degrees under a partly cloudy sky. Feels like 77 out there with current dew point at 51, 40% humidity, and a north wind at 6 miles per hour. Going through the day tomorrow, we have a high pressure system off to our west and off to our north, giving us some nice weather. We're just going to start warming things up for tomorrow. So for tonight, clear skies, low around 55, light to variable winds. Temperature is going to be in the 50s, 54 in Potosi, 54 in Festus rather, 55 in St. Genevieve, 54 in Van Buren, and 57 down in Poplar Bluff. Then for tomorrow, 90 degrees for a daytime high, plenty of sunshine. We'll see a temperature around 88 in Ellington, 89 in Van Buren, 88 in Piedmont, and Poplar Bluff, temperature around 88 degrees as well. The next several days are looking like this through southeast Missouri. Wednesday, plenty of sunshine, high 91, 91 on Thursday. Plenty of sunshine as well. Then a little bit cooler for Friday and Saturday. Temperature around 88, 89 degrees. Partly sunny skies. Then some isolated thunderstorms move in on Sunday with temperature around 87 and a little bit cooler on Monday with some scattered thunderstorms as well. Now look at our weekend forecast here in southeast Missouri. We'll see a temperature around 89 on Saturday. Plenty of sunshine. Then those storms start moving in for Sunday with a temperature around 87 degrees. Let's check your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details are located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. Aaron, back to you.
Thanks, Dustin. Now Fred Dawkins Jr. is here with Ask the Expert.
On today's edition of Ask the Expert, we talk with Dr. Sunil Chan of Chan's Medical Office about hypertension.
Hypertension is a term used to describe high blood pressure. Essential hypertension means that the cause of blood pressure is not known. Blood pressure means the force against the walls of your arteries as your heart pumps blood through the body. Blood pressure readings are usually given as two numbers. For example, 120/80. One or both of these numbers can be too high. The top number is called the systolic blood pressure, and the bottom number is called the diastolic blood pressure. Many factors can affect your blood pressure, including how much water and salt you have in your body, the conditions of your kidney, nervous systems or blood vessels, the level of different body hormones. You have a high risk of high blood pressure if you are African American, are obese, are often stressed and anxious, drink too much alcohol, more than 1 drink per day for a woman and 2 drinks for a man, eat too much salt in your diet, have a family history of high blood pressure, have diabetes, smoke. Most of the time there are no symptoms. In most people, high blood pressure is found when they visit their healthcare provider and have their blood pressure checked. Because there are no symptoms, people can develop heart disease, kidney problems without knowing they have high blood pressure. If you have severe headaches, nausea, vomiting, confusion, changes in your vision, or nosebleeds, you may have severe and dangerous forms of high blood pressure called malignant hypertension.
If you have a question you would like to ask one of our experts, log on to Froggy96online.com and click Ask the Expert.
Coming up in today's Your Life segment, Dr. Bill Meyer tackles the question, is it selfish to want a little me time? On Focus on the Family.
I'm Stacey Johnson. If you've got a 401k or other retirement plan at work, you may think you don't pay anything for that plan. But you know what? You probably do, and you're about to find out how much. I'll explain coming up on Money Talks News.
Your Health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge. We're caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment with a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit. When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
Family, work, obligations all day long. When's the last time you enjoyed a little quiet time all by yourself? Dr. Bill Meyer says taking a little me time is not a bad idea.
Did you want milk, Nathan?
I think everybody needs to have time to recharge their batteries.
Couples like Justin and Melissa know that it's important to get some time together, minus the kids.
We make it a priority to have some time and to know that we're going to shut other things down or put the kids to bed early for one night a week is a good thing.
It's a very good thing. But to fully recharge our batteries, we also need a little solitude.
I'm not talking about self-absorption, but I'm talking about introspection and peace and being able to have a cogent thought without chaos all around. I think everyone needs that.
But how does a busy parent find that me time? As with everything that's valuable, planning is key.
I feel like I'm a better mom. I feel like I'm happier. I feel like I'm a better wife because I've had time to think things through and I'm more balanced and I can give more all around when I take that time.
Granting each other the gift of free time means no guilt trips allowed.
Then you're thinking, oh man, because I know when I get back I'm going to pay for it or something like that.
I felt like he was rejecting me and not wanting to spend time with me, and I think I've learned that that's not the case and that it actually gives me time to do some things that I like to do that he doesn't necessarily want to be a part of.
Hopefully there's enough love in that marriage so that both husband and wife can give each other that time to do a hobby, something they like to do, and a little peace and quiet.
It may seem counterintuitive, but a little alone time can actually strengthen your relationship. For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
For more valuable information on life, issues, relationships, and family, please visit our website at KDKZ18.com and click Focus on the Family under the Lifestyle tab. If you've got a 401k, 403b, or other retirement plan, you probably assume that you don't pay any fees or other charges for it. But you're probably wrong, and those fees could be costing you big time. Money reporter Stacey Johnson explains.
Stop someone in your office and ask them what it costs to participate in the company retirement plan. They'll probably say this.
Nothing. I don't have to pay anything as far as I'm concerned.
But that's not true. If you're one of 40 million Americans with a 401k plan and you invest in mutual funds, you probably pay fees for the privilege. You just don't know it. The fees you pay are probably in here. The prospectus that describes how your fund invests and what it charges. They range all over the place, from 0.25% to 3% a year or more.
You don't see these fees because they're coming out of your earnings. What's a percent or two over time? Well, over your working life, it's a Ferrari.
Say you put aside $5,000 a year for 30 years and you earn 6% on it. You're going to end up with just under $420,000. But if you could earn 7.5% instead, you'd save up $555,000. That extra 1.5% in fees cost you $135,000.
Thanks to new disclosure rules starting this summer, you're going to see in black and white how much money you're paying for your 401k or 403b plan. That is, if you look. These notices are going to start coming out in July and August, so when you get yours, do not do what most people do and fail to read it. Instead, look and see how much you're paying. Hey, this is your money. The more you keep, the better your retirement's going to be.
Want more information on what's reasonable and what to look for? Go to moneytalksnews.com and search 401k. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
As Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, you can visit our website at KDKZ18.com and click Money Talks News under the Lifestyles tab.
And coming up in sports, the North County Raiders are looking forward to Friday nights. The Cardinals battle the Pirates for 19 innings before losing 6-3, and the Rams win the Governor's Cup for the second year in a row. These stories coming up in sports on 18 Eyewitness News.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1-800-587-7095.
This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News with Jeremy Martin.
The North County Raiders are looking forward to Friday nights this fall. Head coach Jeremy McDowell says the community's support has always been strong, even when the team has been down. But this year's team is looking to change that.
And, you know, it's sad to say that the last, I'm thinking 6-7 years or something like that, that North County football has been under 500 at the end of the season. So we're really all about changing that, really trying to change the program, the attitude, and get guys believing in each other, believing in themselves, believing in the coaches, and kind of putting this whole thing together.
McDowell says the team has been preparing to have a big season this year.
The last couple of years, we've all kind of been heading to this direction with this season, you know, with younger guys playing in the past, and just a lot of things we've been trying to get across as coaches, and it's finally coming to some fruition here, and we're just excited.
The Raiders open their 2012 season this Friday night when Jackson invades North County. After 19 innings, 6 hours and 7 minutes in total, the Cardinals fell to the Pirates 6-3 on Sunday. Pittsburgh third baseman Pedro Alvarez, hitless for the first 18 innings, powered a tie-breaking home run to right center, and Andrew McCutchen singled in 2 more runs off Barrett Browning, the 8th Redbird pitcher of the day. The Cardinals are now 2 games behind the Pirates in both the National League Central and Wild Card races. The Cardinals have Monday to recover before the Astros invade Busch Stadium Tuesday night. And after starting the preseason with a miserable game in Indianapolis last week, the Rams bounced back in their preseason home opener. Quarterback Sam Bradford threw touchdowns of 23 and 8 yards, had a passer rating of 144, was not sacked, and was hit only once. The second and third string teams kept up the scoring while the Rams defense kept Kansas City in check. With the final score, Rams 31, Kansas City 17, St. Louis retains ownership of the Governor's Cup for another year. The Rams are 1-1 on the preseason, and they play Dallas on Saturday night. And that's a look at sports. Aaron and Dustin, back over to you.
Dustin, talk about a wonderful weekend. I know a lot of folks enjoyed the Arcadia Valley Lions Club Rodeo. I know we did. We were out there both nights and had a great time. And were we going to see any of that cooler weather kind of hang around for a while?
We're going to start seeing that warm up into the forecast this week. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. Not a bad forecast for today that we saw earlier. However, later on in the week, we're going to start warming up Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, about 90, 91 degrees, and a little bit cooler as we get into the weekend. We do see some chances of showers and thunderstorms moving into the forecast for Sunday and Monday of next week.
Looks like a great week coming up, though. I mean, anything 90 or below, I can deal with that anytime. You get up to the 100 degree. I know I say this all the time. 100-degree weather is just too much for me. But, of course, if you want to find out detailed information about weather forecasts, you guys have weather graphics, interactive radar, and much more, all at our new website. I wanted you to have the opportunity to tell everybody about that.
Sure. KDKZ18.com. You can get your latest news, weather, and sports 24/7. And like Aaron said, our latest weather forecast is on there, and plenty of other information that you can go to and find out. National news, national sports, that type of thing as well. Please go to it. We are always working on it to make it even better, and you'll see changes all the time.
You can also get things like, of course, weather alerts pop up when they become active, and, of course, any breaking news or late breaking news. It's always at your fingertips at KDKZ18.com. That'll do it for us at 6. We'll see you again tonight at 10. I'm Aaron Cox.
And I'm Dustin Kopp. Have a good evening. We'll see you tonight at 10. Newswatch is next.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
Here's what's coming up tonight on KDKZ 18.